Yummy, yummy breakfast. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. Today is day 3 of the lockdown in South Africa. And yeah, we are just standing together. We are breaking bread. We are praying. We are reading Psalm 91. And now you are going to be making focaccia bread with me. I hope you guys enjoy my recipe. So today is the 3rd day of the COVID-19 lockdown in South Africa, and I am going to be attempting a focaccia bread for the very first time. So I will, let you know how it goes. I'll show you the step-by-step process. I'm hoping that it comes out exactly like the video I watched. But anyway, here goes. So I've got 1 carrot that's been finely chopped, 1 small green pepper. You can use green or red pepper. It really just depends on what you have at home or the colors that you prefer, or even the taste. And 1 small onion finely chopped up. Next, I'm going to add, well, they said you can add yeast. I don't have yeast, so I'm basically going to be mixing milk and fresh lemon juice. You could use vinegar if you have. So to this, I'm going to add some salt, about 1.5 teaspoons. I'm adding some black pepper to taste. You don't have to. We just like it a bit spicy and flavorful in our household. But yeah, I can't make it too spicy because of the kids. I've got some fresh dried thyme, a bit of rosemary flakes, dry rosemary. Then I'm going to add 1.5 cups, so basically a cup of this and half a cup of water and 2 cups of milk. To that, I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice because I'm not using yeast. I don't have any yeast, so if I use milk and lemon juice or milk and vinegar, it will have the same effect. So 1 cup of water, now another half a cup, and now 2 cups of milk. Okay, next I'm going to just squeeze some lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to mix this before I add 6 cups of flour. You want to just give this a nice mix. So I'm adding 6 cups of flour. With 3 cups of flour in, and I realize that I'm going to need a bigger bowl. So I need to add 3 more cups, and then I'm ready to knead my dough. It's time to knead my dough. You really are going to need a big bowl for this amount of ingredients. So there's my dough. Lastly, I'm going to add a cup of oil. You can use olive oil, normal cooking oil, vegetable oil. So I'm going to allow my dough to rest for half an hour before I prepare my focaccia bread on a non-stick pan on the stove. Okay, so let's see if my dough has risen. Yes, it has. So now we are going to get to making the focaccia bread. So I've just added a bit more of flour to the dough, and I've just rubbed it in. Now I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces before I make little balls and toast on a non-stick pan. So I've cut up my dough into 11 pieces. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour over before I roll out and cook on my non-stick pan. So I've rolled out my dough and I've just sprinkled some salt, rosemary and black pepper on top. It's more of a flat bread than a focaccia. In my pan, I've just got a bit of butter ghee that I've melted, and I'm going to add my flatbread and toast on either side. So today's activity was actually Caleb and Alexia getting busy with me in the kitchen. So if you look, I'm not sure if you can see, there's flour everywhere. If anything, all Caleb and Alexia managed to do was untidy the house for Mommy. And Mommy's going to have to clean. How did you get flour there? Caleb was putting pieces of dough on his slide. I can actually hear him. He opened the shower now. I don't know what he's doing there, but this is how they got occupied today. There's flour everywhere, dough on the floor. Let me go see what Caleb's up to. What is Caleb doing? How did the flour get in there? No. Come, let's come out of here now. Little rascals. Come.
Okay, so
No. It's hot. Come, let's come out. Let's go. So there you have it. My flat bread toasting on my non-stick pan. Homemade flatbread, marinated chicken pieces, a side salad, and some hot sauce. Can't wait to tuck in. A perfect meal to break our Daniel fast. Hi guys. So it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. I'm done with my cooking. Caleb's having a nap and Alexia's playing in the lounge with my mum. So I've decided to have some me time, some mummy time. But what I've decided that I would like to do for the remainder of the 21 days is I'm Christian, and with everything that's happening in the world, we believe that these are signs of the end times. We believe that Christ is coming soon, and with that said, I haven't actually read the book of Revelations in the Bible. So I have decided that I'm going to start reading the book of Revelations, and my mum is reading book of Matthew. So I'm going to alternate. I'm going to read Matthew and I'm going to read the book of Revelations. So I'm actually going to start that in the next few minutes. But I'm not going to go too much into detail about being Christian or about what the Bible says. But what I do know is that now more than ever, we need to pray. We need to find God, and we need to just get right with ourselves and get right with God, and just live a life that is simple, that is not so complicated, that if we were looking back in retrospect and if we were looking back at our lives, we'd be okay with the kind of life that we are living or that we did live. So that's what I've decided I want to do. I'd love to learn a new skill. So I'm going to try and see if I can do like a free course, or if there's any seminars that I can just read, so that at the end of these 21 days, I will be able to offer more, better services, more of myself. I can help others. And yeah, so these are the kind of thoughts that I'm having today. So we're 3 days into the lockdown, and it's not so bad. Hey, I must say, I think maybe for me, I am not finding it as restrictive as most people would, simply because I'm not a recluse, but I'm very much a homebody, and everything I do is at home, from work to seeing to the kids to running the household to cooking, cleaning, and I used to be out there. I used to be on the road a lot. Prior to having my kids, my core business was driving and seeing clients and cold calling and literally being on the road 5 days a week. But that has now changed, and everything gets done from home. So I'm not finding this lockdown very difficult. I'm not out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I think throughout these past few weeks that have gone by, the one thing that we really just wanted to do is just get closer to God. Not only pray because we need prayer, but to start a good habit and to form this good habit and to continue with this good habit. And it actually isn't a habit, it's a way of life. And I think that when you're younger, you don't realize it. You don't realize how much you need God and how you need to be so faithful. It's never too late though. And I know that I've got to lead by example, and I'm both mom and dad to my kids. And if I want them to learn good values and to have good Christian values, I've got to teach them and I've got to live them. So these are the thoughts that are going through my mind today. Spent quite a lot of time in the kitchen. Again, I saw this recipe which you guys saw me prepare, and it looks so simple, but I don't know. I'm sure it'll get better. I didn't realize I needed yeast, but I'll try it again and see how it goes. It's quite hot on the side. Let me show you what the weather's like. Let's go onto the balcony. outside. It's nice weather. It's nice and windy. Definitely a nice day outside. When I was making the flatbread slash focaccia bread slash dough mixture, little Caleb was so excited about it and he just wanted to get involved. And it reminds me so much of when I used to stay with my granny. And my granny and I were very close. Every single school holiday, I used to go and stay by her. And even when I was living in Pietermaritzburg, I'd go to her either every second weekend. And even when we moved away from Pietermaritzburg, every school holiday, I was with her. And my granny was like my best friend. We used to go shopping together and we could go shopping Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And it would just be sometimes maybe for a few vegetables or for meat or for bread or whatever it is. But she just loved going shopping and I think I got it from her. And she used to love going to this place called Debbie Place, which is in Pietermaritzburg, and just holds such fun memories. But anyway, my granny used to make samosas and she used to make roti. And we used to love making it as well. So when we used to see her kneading the dough and doing all the processes of making the roti, we used to also want to get involved. And she used to go to India like almost every year, every second year. So the one year she went and she got me my own little choki and balna. Now I'm sure Indian people will understand what this means, but it's basically the board that you roll the dough on and the actual instrument, the rolling pin that you use to make the roti. And anyway, when I was rolling out the dough earlier on the kitchen counter, I've got this one big balna that she gave me that I still have. And Caleb wanted to roll, and I don't have one for him. I don't know where mine is, but he's got like these plastic vegetables. So he's got this cucumber, and the cucumber resembles the rolling pin. So anyway, I gave him a piece of dough and I gave him flour. And I just felt so nostalgic and I felt so, it warmed my heart because he reminded me of how I used to be when I was younger. And I was standing there and rolling and he pulled out the chair on his own and he climbed on top and he started rolling and he was watching me. So as I'm rolling, he's standing there and he's looking at me. I should have got it on camera, but my hands were messy and you can't always get everything on camera. It's just not possible unless I've got a camera crew and we're heading there. That is the goal. That is the aim, to have our own camera crew. Who knows, we might have our own reality TV show one day. Anyway, it really warmed my heart to know that my child could get so involved with me. And he was rolling the dough and then there was candles there and he was taking the candles and he was smashing it about and he found his little stick that he beats the drum with. His drumstick. Not drumstick, what would you call it? Anyway, blanking out. But yeah, he was just playing and he was like, Mommy, what you doing? I want to do that with the dough as well. And let me see. Okay, let me cook it too. But it's just, you know what? Even though I'm at home with my kids, I don't get to experience what I'm experiencing now with them. And I don't know if it's because we're in a lockdown. So now we have perspective. We're seeing things differently. But I'm really appreciating the simpler things. And God works in such mysterious ways. And I know that everything happens for a reason. And I wish I could have told my younger self, things happen for a reason. Things happen the way they are supposed to. I would have saved myself a whole lot of hurt. But anyway, I had to go through it to be the person that I am today. But yeah, I am really, really enjoying the cute moments with my kids, these special moments. And even my mom and I, we're really close. We fight like hell, but we love just as strong, I think we both have strong personalities, although our personalities are different. She is loud and vivacious, and I'm more ladylike, and I'm more calmer and quieter, but still as headstrong. And when we argue, boy. I'm laughing because, yeah, we have some crazy disagreements. But even in this time, like, we talking about things and we understanding each other better. And it's crazy that it takes something like a coronavirus, and I'm going to say coronavirus like this because I have my theories, but it takes something like this for us to just find ourselves and find each other again. So yeah, we are all definitely going to come out of this better. We are going to just continue praying that the virus does not spread, that we can control the virus, that those who are infected will recover, will be cured. There's a bigger picture. That's all I can say for now. There is a big picture. And I hope that the rest of you are safe and keeping strong and keeping occupied and just being cautious and being careful. Okay, bye now. Uncle. Come, clap your hands. So all the people that are clapping for our nurses and our doctors and all the people that are helping with the coronavirus, baby.
I can't see them.
It's dark, that's why. Come,
Okay.
come, let's go inside.
Let me see. They're down there.
Everybody's in their house, my puppet.